everyone. My name is Darlene Boileau. I'm a director at the National Association of Federal Retirees, Ottawa branch, and I'm so pleased to be with you here this morning. Since the fall of 2020, we've hosted a number of webinars. We're in the 40 plus range currently, and on different healthy aging and financial literacy topics. And what you hear in the background is my poodle who's growling and would like to be participating, but is in another room, so my apologies. So we'd like to thank you all for attending and participating in these webinars because we continue to do these and we so much appreciate your support. On behalf of Ottawa branch, I'm pleased to welcome you to the virtual session with Meg Stickl, who's founder and owner of AIM Fitness, which is a local Ottawa business and who's been in business focusing on supporting retirees since 2013 and trying and working very hard in helping us achieve our health and fitness goals. Veuillez noter que le webinaire aujourd'hui sera présenté en anglais, mais la participation bilingue est fortement encouragée et recommandée. Alors, si vous avez des questions, on les met dans le chat box, on les met en français et nous allons répondre idéalement dans la langue de votre choix. I want to give a special welcome to anybody here who is not yet a member of the association. We hope these sessions will inspire you to join us. And to our members, we hope that these webinars will encourage you to maintain your membership. As you may know, because of some of you who maybe have participated in some of the webinars this month, the Mega Recruitment Drive is back. And so we're just going to flash up on the screen here what this is all about. There's no better recruitment resource that we have than you who are our members. And so the Mega Recruitment Drive aims to recognize and reward the invaluable recruitment efforts that our dedicated members continue to make. And from September 1st to December 31st, you have the opportunity to win one of 14 great prizes, including the grand prize of $10,000 in cash, courtesy of Johnson Insurance. And so we encourage you to talk about NAPR and see if others want to join us, and also put your name in the hat with regards to winning one of the prizes. For every recruiting of a new member, you will receive a $5 gift card to Tim Hortons, and you'll be entered into the draw for all of the prizes. And to learn more, we're going to be putting this link into the chat box so you can access this information. Today's webinar is being recorded, and Erin will send you an email tomorrow with the instructions on how to access it and with more information on the Mega Recruitment Drive and how to join the association or how to give the gift of membership. So Meg, just for you all to know, is with us on a monthly basis to help energize and motivate us. So here at NAFR, we want to help educate, engage, and inform our members on healthy aging options. And so we're looking at a varied aspects of topics, and fitness is one of them, and nutrition is one that we are very much focused on. Meg's mission is to help adults 50 plus and seniors to encourage them to build simple fitness habits that will lead them to healthier lives. And as a certified trainer with over 15 years of experience working with seniors, Meg is very passionate about connecting with her clients and serving the community. And today's Meg session, which I'm very excited about, is all about a fitness boost to help us refocus on our health and prioritize our fitness this fall. We hope this active session will leave you feeling motivated as we head into the weekend. As an added bonus to our members, we have a membership discount program with Meg and her team as preferred partner with the Ottawa branch. You may have seen that in your SAGE magazine that you received or that you will be receiving this week. They've already gone out. And so you will see some highlights around our preferred partner, and Meg is highlighted in the magazine. In our fold out. I will thank Meg now for her time. And all the team behind the session that is making these webinars possible. And so I'd like to give a shout out. So you may see these guys on a weekly basis, at least once a month. Erin Higgins, Linda Barber, are behind the scenes on these webinars, and they make them possible, and without them we wouldn't be able to do those. And so our colleagues are very, very much appreciated. So Meg, over to you.
All right, thank you, Darlene. Hello, everybody. Great to see you. Thanks so much for being here this morning. So we're going to be having so much fun this morning, and the reason I'm really excited for this workout is we're going to be focusing on boosting your fitness for the fall. I know that it's been a long summer, maybe for some, maybe short for some, but now that we're moving into the cooler weather, I've talked to so many people who are saying, okay, now what? I've been outside, I've been active, but how do I develop a fitness routine inside that's going to last for the fall and the winter? So today's session is going to be really unique. We're going to start with a really great workout. We are going to be using weights. Now, if you don't have weights, don't worry, you can use canned goods or even water bottles work too. So I'll give you a minute as I get organized in just a sec to go and grab those weights if you don't have them already. So we're going to be doing a workout focusing on upper body strength, lower body strength, and cardio. So we're going to be feeling a lot more motivated by the end of this session. And then at the second part of this session, we're going to be getting really specific, and I'm going to give you some amazing tips to actually make this fitness fun that we do this morning. We're going to make it possible for you to do it again. So I'm going to give you my 6 steps to build a fitness routine for the fall. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really informative and very hands-on. So you'll want your notebook for that to take some notes. All right, now before I move him, here's my little guy. He joins me. You just see the back of him right now. This is Fit Finley, and he joins me for most of my workouts and presentations. So I had to show you him because he is in my way. Fit Finley will move, but we're going to get started. So I encourage you to have some water. You're going to need some water with you. You're also going to need those weights. So take a sec. We're going to get situated and organized, and you can meet me standing up. All right, here he is, my little guy, little Fit Finley. All right, Fit Finley can sit here. Okay, so give me a wave if you can see me, if you're ready to go. Now I do encourage you to keep your camera on so we can see you, and for safety, it's a good idea to do that as well. It's a lot more fun to exercise when we see each other. All right, so let's get started with a nice march on the spot. So I encourage you to bring those shoulders back, stand nice and tall, and pump those arms at your side. All right. Now, I'm not sure what kind of a week you've had or what kind of a day you've had. I'm so glad you're here, and I do encourage you to really let go of anything that you're thinking about. Maybe it's your to-do list. Maybe it's something that you need to do later on today that's on your mind. And I encourage you to focus on your breath. Focus on breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and focus on the different parts of your body that are working, because you're going to feel so good. All right, so let's lift those knees a little bit higher. We're going to be tapping your hand to your opposite knee. All right. So I will be giving options for this workout. So if there's certain things that you feel like you can't do, or if you've had a hip or knee replacement or a heart condition, you are in the right place. I will be giving all of those adaptations for you so that you can feel really safe as you're exercising. All right, awesome. Now from here, we're going to be adding a kick. Let's lift that leg in front, show you from the side. Reach that opposite arm. Really think about keeping your shoulders back. All right, awesome. Good. Now, for a lot of people I talk to, getting started is the hardest part. So just clicking play if you're watching an exercise video or putting on your shoes, that's often the hardest part. So you guys should really be proud of yourself. The fact that you are here. The hard part is done. Now we just get to have some fun together. All right, from here, we're going to take a side step. Swing those arms. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. All right. Now remember to listen to your body. This is our warm-up. So if you are feeling a little bit out of breath, just know you can slow it down. But our goal is to really warm up your body, get those muscles moving, and get ready to move into our strength portion shortly. All right, let's continue, and we're going to reach one arm right across your body, stretching into that shoulder and your arm. All right. So I've been teaching fitness classes for a really long time. Since I was 18 years old, I started teaching aqua fitness. Give me a wave if you've ever done an aquafit class. So I used to teach for the city of Ottawa, all over the city. And then after that, I started teaching chair exercises for seniors. And then in 2013, started my business, AIM Fitness, where we offer in-home personal training. And now, since COVID, we now do a lot of our stuff online. All right. From here, we're going to be lifting that knee and swing your arms to the side. Lift that leg up off the floor. So we're moving into an element of balance. As you lift that knee, we want to tighten up your core, just like you're doing up a pair of pants. Good. Awesome job. So you can choose to lift the leg a little higher or keep that foot a little bit lower to the floor. Now you'll notice I do have a chair. I do like to exercise with a chair, and I do recommend that because at any point you can grab onto it for balance or use it for support if you need to. Good. All right, let's go for 3 more. And 2. And 1. All right, let's get the back of the legs warmed up next. So kick those legs back, hands on your hips. All right, try to kick yourself in the behind. Maybe you need that little kick today. Awesome, if you need to, hold on to that chair. Very good. Warming up the hamstrings. These muscles tend to get quite weak, quite tight. All right, good. We'll do a few more kicks. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, good. Now let's take those legs a little bit wider than your shoulders, and we're going to be shifting our weight from side to side. So you can choose to keep your hands on your knees. Make sure that both of your feet, your toes, are pointing to the front of the room. You can swing those arms side to side, or keep your hands on your hips. All right, so you should feel a really nice stretch in that inner thigh, the straight leg. Okay, keep on breathing. All right, awesome. Now as we continue, we're going to add the arms and we're going to lift your heel. So lift that heel off the floor. This is option 1, heel lift. Option 2 is to move into your balance pendulum and lift the leg off the floor. And make sure you keep those legs nice and wide. That will make balancing easier. All right. All right, very good. So whether you are a regular exerciser or whether maybe you've been pretty sedentary recently and this is your kickstart for the fall, I'm so glad you're here. Got lots of good tips I'll be sharing, and I know this will be really valuable for you this morning. 2 more times, and 1. All right, awesome. Now we're going to work on our balance next by bringing one foot in front of the other. Now I want you to bring those arms to the side, and for some of you, just holding it here will be good enough. Okay, I'll stand this way so you can see. So one foot in front, keep that chair handy if you need to hold on. Bend your knees just a bit. Pull in that stomach, shoulders back, bring your arms to the side. So if you're finding like this is really good, you're already feeling a little bit wobbly, hold it here. But if you are up for the challenge, add a bit of a twist. So we're twisting here at your waist, and we're twisting side to side. Now, as you do this, it's important to go slow. And it's also important to engage your core and your glutes as well. So we want to squeeze those muscles in. Good. All right. I'm not sure if you've noticed it. Have you noticed that your balance has changed? Maybe your balance isn't as good as it used to be. And sometimes it's only when we're doing something like lifting something out of the car, taking a step over a curb, that's when you realize, oh, wow, that wasn't a very steady step. So it's good to incorporate balance work into regular workouts. All right, let's do one more. And then take the arms wide, lower those arms, and we're going to switch sides, opposite foot in front. Once again, we want to bend those knees, shoulders back, tighten up the core, squeeze your glutes, and start by just holding it here. Now, what I find when I'm working with people is they say, whoa, one side is not as strong as the other. So I'm curious, is that what you're experiencing right now? This is my weaker side, having this foot in front. And it's interesting, I can feel my legs having to work a little bit more. So don't worry if you do have one side that feels easier than the other. That's pretty normal. But there's ways about strengthening both sides that we can do. All right, good. One more time. Breathing as well. Don't forget to breathe and lower those arms. All right, awesome. So let's do a few upper body warm-ups. Now, my very favorite one for better posture is this. I want you to reach those arms in front of you and then squeeze your shoulder blades back together. So reach and then squeeze back. Now, as you're doing this, really think about lowering the shoulders so that your shoulders stay far away from those ears. All right, let's continue. So reach in front, squeeze back. All right. Now this is a really good one to build strength in your back. And it just feels good, doesn't it? Feels so good. So if you are concerned about your posture getting worse, or you just notice that you're leaning over a little bit more when you're on your computer or reading, then I do encourage you to start doing this exercise 10 times, 3 times per day. And you will start to notice less back pain and you'll be standing a little straighter. All right, let's do 3 more. Great. And 2. All right, and 1 more time. All right, good. Let's do 1 more warm up for the upper body. Place those hands right here on your shoulders. And those of you who like a challenge, you'll like this one. Option 1 is to lift your heel and press your heel right against that foot. Option 2 is to lean your foot right against the other leg. And as we balance, whatever you choose, we'll circle your arms backwards. All right, so again, we want to tighten up our core, squeeze our glutes. Lifting that leg off the floor, or just lift your heel and lean it against your other foot. All right. So a lot of these exercises we do and that we're doing together are focusing on coordination. We're incorporating balance into other movements, and it works your brain as well. Now, if you haven't yet, and I'm sure the email will be going out soon, be sure to sign up for our October webinar. It's all about bones and brain. So I'm going to be giving you even more exercises to improve bone density and challenge your brain. All right, let's do the other side, lifting that other foot halfway or all the way. And this time we're going to be doing some arm circles. So straighten the arms. We're going to circle one direction. Again, you want to go pretty slow. If you go too fast, you may lose that balance. Good. Breathe in and out. And then circle the other way. Just a few more. Woo. All right, let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, awesome job. Now we're going to move to our weights next to build up some upper body strength. Grab a quick sip of water. Good to stay hydrated. And while we're having a sip, I'm going to share one of my water drinking tips with you. So recently I bought this 2-liter bottle of water. And what I like about it is I know this is how much I need to drink every day. So what I do is I always have a glass with me. So I pour the water from here into my glass and I drink it. And then when I'm done, I refill. And what is so motivating is I can see that I've had this much water so far. So I'm encouraged, I'm motivated to keep drinking more and more. And especially when it gets down to here, I say, oh my goodness, I don't have much more to go. So it's very motivating. So if you are looking for ways to drink more water, which we really do need, most people are dehydrated, don't even know it. And our bodies are comprised of about 70% water. So if you don't have enough water, you are going to feel more sluggish. Your organs won't be working quite as well. You may be constipated. So drinking water is really important. So there you go. There's my commercial break. All right, let's grab those weights. All right, so we are going to be working on full body exercises here. So we'll be focusing on upper body and lower body at the same time for a really good challenge this morning. All right, so let's hold on to those weights so that your palms are facing the front of the room. We're going to start with some nice, easy bicep curls. So you want to bring the weight up towards your shoulder and then lower it down beside you. Show you from the side. Keep your shoulders back as you go, curling the weight up, lowering down, breathing in and out. And we're going to add a leg tap as well. All right, so what I want you to do is we're going to be tapping your opposite foot in front. So lifting with one arm, opposite toe taps. Good, breathing in and out here. All right. Good. Now I recommend using weights 3 to 4 times per week in order to build upper body strength. And what you may notice is that you've lost a lot of that strength over the years. And interesting enough, when you hit the age of 30, you start losing your muscle mass very quickly. And those who are over the age of 50 lose between 3 to 10% in muscle mass every decade. So if we aren't actively building strength and lifting weights or doing other movements, body weight movements, then it is pretty normal to experience that loss and to really notice it as well. All right, one more per side. Good, all right, we're gonna change it up and bring those elbows out to the side, elbows wide, weights in. And then just like you're opening up a door, we're gonna lift, take those weights out to the side, keep your elbows close to your body, and then return those weights in. All right, here we go. And this is a really good one for your mid back and really good for your shoulders as well. All right, now I know you guys like challenges. I'm assuming you do. So here's the challenge. As you take your weights wide, lift the knee nice and high, using your core to help you lift. So tighten up your belly, lifting that knee. Good. Now you can also go a little bit lower. You don't have to lift very high. But it's good. Isn't it good to challenge ourselves? Every time I use weights, I feel so good. I feel so strong. And if that maybe you don't feel very strong today, maybe you think, oh my goodness, Meg, I'm wobbling all over the place. I keep losing my balance. Don't worry, don't worry. You can only go up from here. And the second portion of our webinar, I'll be giving you some really good motivation and tips and ideas for you to really see improvements in your health. All right, just know we all have to start from somewhere, right? Okay, one more per side. All right, awesome. So that's a really good one for rotator cuff and for the shoulders and back, like I said. Okay, let's straighten those arms. We're going to take your legs nice and wide. We're going to be moving into some wide squats. And I'm going to show you a few options for this one. So if you want to focus just on the legs, then walk those legs nice and wide. You'll see my toes are pointing out to the corners of the room. Keep your arms straight and bend those knees, just like you're sitting back onto your chair, and then straighten your legs. So bend those knees and straighten up nice and tall. From the side, it looks like this. Take those hips back, just like you're sitting down. Recently, I went camping, and if you've been camping before, you know what I mean. The squat. The facilities are not the same when you go camping. Am I right? All right. Now, for those of you who are ready to add some upper body work, what you'll do here is you're going to be bending those elbows. Lift the weights. Keep them up. Bring them just below your chin and lower down. Squatting down and lift the weights. Elbows are nice and high, nice and wide. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, awesome. So you can choose to do just the legs or add the arms as well for our upper body row. All right. Now you'll notice I'm not going at full speed. We're not doing a boot camp. We're not going to do any push-ups or burpees, but these exercises are really effective at building strength, and you may notice your heart rate going up too. So I do strongly suggest when you're exercising, go slow. That's when we're actually working the muscles. I worked with a man who liked to talk when he exercised with me, and he would talk and talk and talk. And I'd have to say, okay, John, stop for a sec, because he'd be talking and he'd be going so quickly. I said, slow down. Remember to breathe and really focus on what you're doing. So in order to prevent injury, we want to go a little slower and be really mindful of the movement. All right, you guys, one more time. Woo. All right, awesome work. That's great. Let's bring those legs in. Put your weights down for just a sec. And let's circle your shoulders back. Just walk it out, stretch it out. And then we'll move into a few more. All right, so I hope you're feeling well. Now at the end of the workout portion, I'd love to hear from you. So be sure to post in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling. All right, so another part of our body that we'd like to tone is the back of the arms. So we just need one weight for this one. And what we'll do is we're going to be standing with one foot in front of the other. All right, you can hold on to your chair or the counter for this one. And we're going to bend your knees just a little bit. We want to hinge at your waist and start by bending that elbow. So lifting and then extending the arm back. So this part of the arm is what we're working, our tricep muscle. Small muscle that we like to tone for aesthetic purposes. And then practically, this is the muscle that helps us to push open those doors. I'm sure you know what I mean when you go into a shopping center and it just seems like the door will not open. There's all of this pressure inside, you really have to push. So this will help you with those stubborn doors. All right, relax your neck as you do this one. So just look down or right in front of you. Lifting, bending that elbow, and then extend the arm back, lifting back behind you. Try to go at the same pace that I'm going at here. Good. So 1, 2, up. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, back. That's the pace we want to go. Good. Let's do 3 more here. And 2. Good. And 1 more time. All right, nicely done. Good, let's move that weight to the other hand. We'll circle back. Now, if you do have weights, you may be thinking, okay, these are either too heavy, too light, or they're pretty good. So a good rule of thumb is to assess how your arms are feeling at the end of today's workout. Now, what you may find is that your arms are feeling it right away as you hit, the 10 repetitions that we're doing together. But if you're finding that you could keep going and do 20 to 30 repetitions, then it's probably time for you to invest in heavier weights. All right, we're going to do the other side now. So taking a step forward, we want the opposite arm with that leg in front. Hinge at your hips, bend your knees a bit here to protect your back, and lift your weight to your shoulder. Extend that arm back. Breathing in and out. All right. Now, another piece of knowledge about your muscles is that your muscles don't know how old you are. And when I tell people, they love to hear this because this means that if you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or if you are newly retired and you're thinking about your future, it's not too late to get started. It's not too late to start lifting weights, and you can still build that muscle at any age. And trust me, I've seen that. I've worked with a lot of people in their 80s. One woman, she'd never lifted weights at all before. This was a new concept to her, and she was able to visibly gain muscle. We could see that she could flex. And not only that, but she was able to do things around the home, you know, in a lot easier fashion. So I've seen it over the years. I know it works, and that's why I'm here to share this knowledge with you guys. One more. Looks good. Feeling that in the back of the arm. And let's come on up here. All right. Move that chair back to the side. And I want you to grab your second weight. Second weight. All right. Good. So what we're going to be doing now is another one. This one is good for the hips. And we're going to be holding on to those weights right in front of you. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to be alternating arms. I'll bend down just so you can see. So you're going to be pressing the weight right over top, right over your head, alternating sides. And what we want to do here is we want to tap your leg out to the opposite side. So opposite leg tapping nice and wide. So this movement here for your legs is really good to build strength in your hips. All right, tap that toe, pressing those weights overhead, breathing in and out. Now, if you really want to work a little bit more, double up and do both arms together. All right, awesome. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, great job. Let's do a few more here. Good, let's go for 3 more. Feeling those arms. If you need to, just go back to one arm at a time. One more round. Woo, all right, awesome job. That's great, that's great. Okay, so let's set down one of your weights. And we're gonna be moving into a core exercise. So have a seat, have a seat. All right. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to sit up nice and tall. Oh, it doesn't feel nice to sit. All right, so we want to hold on to that weight. Now, if you have a really light weight, you can hold on to both. And what we want to do here is we want to sit up nice and tall, and then we want to tap your weight either to your hip or to the chair beside you. All right, now if you have osteoporosis, you want to make sure that your arms are the ones that are moving. Keep your torso fairly straight facing the front of the room. Okay, now if you don't have osteoporosis, you can choose to add a bit of a twist. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can lean backwards a little bit more, really engaging the core. Or you can also add one leg, lift that leg and continue. All right. So especially as you're twisting and taking the weight from side to side, you should feel that core tightening up. All right, looks good. Keep on breathing. If you have one leg lifted, lower the leg. Let's do the other side. Keep on going. All right, core strength is so important, so important. If you have a bad back, then having a stronger core can help to alleviate some of that pain. And as well, having a strong core can help improve your balance. 2 more and 1. All right, awesome. Let's circle those shoulders backwards. All right, great job. All right, so we're gonna fit in one more exercise here. So what I'll get you to do is we're gonna stand up again. We've got a good one for the last one here. All right, so hold on to just that one weight. Now, like we did earlier, we stood with one foot in front of the other like this. This time we're adding that weight. So this is another good one for balance and for core. Bend those knees slightly, one foot in front of the other. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a slight twist at your waist. Tighten up the core, squeeze your glutes, and take the weight side to side. Similar motion that we just did while we were sitting. This time adding in the element of balance. All right, those of you who are really feeling ambitious, you can lift your front foot off the floor so that you're completing this one on one foot. Okay, so you can do that. Keep going if that's what you'd like to work on. Otherwise, keep one foot in front of the other. Just as challenging, I'd have to say. Good, keep on breathing. 3 more. 2 and 1. Good. All right, let's change legs. Got to do everything on both sides. All right, awesome. Bend those knees. Now this time, instead of twisting, we're going to be circling. So hold on to that weight, circling it in front. It looks like this from the side. Good. Tightening up that core. Those of you who want to add that challenge, lift that front foot off the floor. Keep going. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Whew. Feel that core tightening. Feel those arms working. Good. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. All right. Awesome work. So you can set that weight down. And we're going to do a quick stretch, and then we'll be moving into part 2 of our morning. Take the legs nice and wide, feet facing the front of the room, and we're going to figure 8 those arms, really big circles to stretch out your arms. All right. So when we get back to sitting in front of your device, be sure to let me know. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you a little warmer? I've definitely warmed up. Usually that's the case. All right. Good. All right, keep those legs nice and wide. Bring your arms out to the side for a nice chest stretch. Looks like this from the side. Good. And then from here, let's hinge at your hips. So bend at your waist, lean over, stretch your back, keep those arms back. Good, you should feel that one in the back of the legs. Let's do it again. Leaning forwards, hinging at your hips, keep your back straight, keep your legs straight. And come on up. All right, good. Give yourself a big hug. We're going to end with 3 deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Notice how you're feeling. A little bit more invigorated. Good. All right. So we are not done. Don't leave, but do grab a glass of water, and I will meet you right at my computer. We're going to move to portion number 2. I'm going to give you tips on how you can do this again and be consistent in your workouts. All right, so I'd love to hear how you guys are feeling. Let me know in the chat if you are feeling ready to go and almost like you don't want to stop. I'd love to know that. All right, so we're going to get right into it. If you do have a notebook and a pen, I encourage you to take some notes because I've got some really good tips that will be really helpful. So this is going to be a very practical planning session. I'm going to help you choose your main health goal. For everyone, it's going to be different. So I will give you guys some examples from people that I work with, what's really common. And then I'm going to help you to create a plan to get moving. Okay, someone is feeling warmed up. Awesome. Yeah, let us know in the chat how you're feeling. It's fun to share that since we aren't physically together. So Step number 1, this is the time to dream big. Start to dream. What do you want retirement to look like for you? So I'm not sure if you are newly retired or you've been retired for a while, but it is really important to think about what is it that you want in your retirement years. You've worked, you've been busy, maybe you've raised a family, maybe you've traveled, and now often retirement is looked at as a time for you. It's time to focus on what's important to you. So I would love to hear from you guys in the chat. What do you want retirement moving, let's say now and moving forward? What do you want it to look like for you? So please share. I'd love to hear that. Oh, and Louise shares, I feel extremely well and motivated to pursue. All right. Good. All right. Jen says, feeling pretty good. I enjoyed the way we move slowly. Great. Suzanne is feeling invigorated, enjoying the movement slowly. Okay, good. I'm glad that means you're doing it slowly. Very good. All right. So Tom shares more travel. Yes. All right. Anyone else? What do you want retirement to look like for you? This is the time to dream. This is time to really think about what do you want your future to look like? All right, Louise says, live at my pace and do things I always wanted to do. Yes. Someone else says, I want to be able to play with my daughters, newborn twins. Oh, congratulations. Safe traveling, Ramal shares. Awesome. Yeah, so keep sharing. This is what I hear a lot of. So I work with a lot of people who are newly retired, and that's what they share. More travel when I can safely do so. I want to have better health, do things around the home, be there for family. Lenora shares, in retirement, I want to be healthy, fit, and energetic while doing things that are valuable to the community. Awesome. Yeah, it's time to give back as well. Thanks for sharing all of these things. So it sounds like you know what you want. That is step number 1. Step number 2 is to connect with your why. If you're taking notes, write down, connect to my why. So you want to ask yourself, why is this important to me? Why do I want to travel? Why do I want to be with family? Why do I want to have this health? And maybe it is because you want to be independent. Now, I hear from many, many people who say that they don't want to be a burden on their kids, but they want to be independent. They want to live in their home as long as they can. They want to be able to rely physically on themselves, and they want as well to enjoy their life. So when we start to think about what your why is, what is that reason that you want to maintain your strength, your flexibility? That is really tied into your motivation, and that will keep you going. So step number 3, here we come. Step number 3 is the reality check. So time to get real. What is your current health like? So are you currently, if someone said, hey, you know what, I've got this trip coming up, would love you to come, I'm paying for your flight, and it's a walking trip all across Europe. Would you be able to go in your current health? Would you be able to keep up? If there was a biking excursion, for 5 days, would you be able to go and do that safely and, without dying? Is that something you want to do? And would you be able to do that? So it's important to think about, where am I at now? And maybe you're not exactly where you want to be, and that's okay. But it's good to check in and say, you know what, can I do these things that I dream about? And if not, what am I doing to get there? So step number 4 is to get focused. Step number 4, get focused. So what will you choose to focus on this fall? So let's say, for example, that you have a heart condition. Maybe this is new. Maybe you're thinking, okay, this is really the time to get into really focus on me. Maybe you say, you know what, I'm going to focus on doing cardio 5 days a week. I'm going to go for daily walks. I'm going to sign up for a class. I'm going to find ways to get my heart rate up for a healthy heart. And I'm also going to change my diet, have more salmon, have more berries, have fiber in my diet. Maybe that's you. Maybe for someone else lifting the weights today, you're thinking, okay, yeah, it's been a while. These are pretty dusty. Haven't been using these in a long time. And maybe for you, your goal is, you know what, if I want to take care of my grandkids, or if I want to do some decluttering in the house, I've got to have the strength. So maybe your goal and your plan for the fall is to do some weight training 4 days a week. And you want to build that muscle mass that you feel like you've lost. It's not too late to get started. So step number 4 is to get focused. Now, step number 5 is to make the decision. So if you're here and if you're taking notes and you're thinking, and what I'm saying is really resonating, one of the biggest things that I shared last week with 2 clients, it came up with 2 different people, is just how much energy it takes to make a decision and change your mind. You know what I mean? So you may wake up and think, okay, I'm going to exercise today. This is so many people's story. I'm going to exercise today. And then the phone rings, and then you put away the laundry, and then something else happens. There's an appointment. And all of a sudden the day has gone by. You think, oh, I never even exercised. Again, I'll do it tomorrow. And then the same pattern tends to repeat itself. So just know you're not alone. This is very common. I hear this all the time, but this is what will change this. So what you need to do is you need to make the decision once. Make the decision once and say, I'm choosing this fall, I'm choosing to focus on my health. And this is my priority. Now, one of my clients that I work with, he has told me, he says, because I've said to him, you are so consistent. I've left him a workbook, and every day he just checks it off. The day that I write down the date, he just checks it off when he does his exercises. And it's been now 9 months we've been working together. He's missed a few days, and that's going to happen. That's okay. But he's been consistent. And he said, you know what? If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. And I see that he made the decision. I'm going to focus on my health, and I'm not going to let anything else get in the way of that. We know life is busy. So I encourage you to do that, to commit, and then also schedule it. Now, it's easy to say, yeah, I'm going to exercise, but the best thing to do is to find a time in your week, in your day, that you can put it right in your calendar or your agenda or your phone, and really treat that appointment, treat that time just like it's a specialist doctor's appointment. And you know what I mean, right? You would never miss a doctor's appointment if you've been waiting months and months for this appointment. So I encourage you to look at your health and your fitness in that same way. It is so important, because what if this helps you to prevent a critical illness or a long-term medical condition? What if this helps you lose weight so that walking is easier, so that it takes off the pressure of your joints? So really look at this. This investment into your health is so, so important. All right. Oh, David is asking, is it possible to list these goals as my pen was not working? Sure, no problem, no problem. And then someone else, Louise, asks about how many pounds are the weights. So I use 5 pounds. I'll get back to this in a minute. 5 pound weights. I'd recommend anywhere between 3 to 6, depending on where you're at, if you're just starting. So I do recommend going to a store, actually lifting the weights. And if you can do 10 and you feel like the last 3, you feel your arms really working, then that's it. If you could keep going forever, then go to a heavier weight. All right, okay, good. I'll get focused in again. Now I'm going to share something with you guys, because I've put together a free motivation type quiz, and I'm going to share it right now in the comment section so that you guys can fill it out if you'd like to learn more about how you're motivated. So what I've learned over the years is there's 4 types of individuals who are all motivated different. I'm going to share that link now, and I do encourage you to fill that out if you are curious about how you can become a little bit more motivated at home. Here you go. I'm just sharing it right now. I will also give this to Erin so she can send it out in the email. But if you are curious, I've just shared the link in the chat. All right, so that will give you tips on specifically how you're motivated. All right, so step number 6 is to get specific. So now we need to think about, okay, we've made the decision, we want to focus on your health. Now what are you going to do and how can you make it happen? So if your focus is cardio, maybe you're thinking cardio, I need to get that heart rate up, I want to lose some weight. So you need to think about how you can best prepare so that you're ready to go every day. Because one thing that holds people back is they're not ready. And if there's too many things to do, it's not going to happen. So you need to ask yourself, do I have the right footwear? Do I have new running shoes that are going to support my feet? Or are the old ones falling apart? Maybe a good time to buy some new footwear. Do I have clothing for the fall? Do I have layers so that if I go for outdoor walks, I'm warm enough, but I can also, if I sweat, which you probably will, you get warmed up, you can take a layer off. What's your backup plan for the winter time and for rainy weather? Are you committed to going walking every day, even if it's cold out, or can you find an indoor location to go? These are things to think about. If your focus is strength, do you have weights? And I like how you guys are asking about weights. So, do I have them? Do I have something around the house that I can use as an alternative in the meantime? Do I have an area in the house that I can work out in? Now, I do encourage people to find a workout zone. So if you do really want to get serious and exercise regularly, maybe having an office space that you can have a little corner, leave your weights, have a yoga mat, have your stretch bands there, just have it all there. And that can be really motivating to know when I go into this part of the house, this is where I exercise. This is where the magic happens. And then balance. If the balancing is your focus, do you have the proper shoes? And do you know what exercises you can do to focus on your balance? All right, Jen asks, do you use stretch bands? Yes, yeah. So using resistance bands are awesome and they're really easy. If you are traveling in the future, you can throw them in and then bring them with you as well. So definitely I recommend, there's a brand called TheraBand. They're the ones that most physiotherapy clinics give out when people do physio. And I've tested out many band companies over the years. Many have broken in my face, but TheraBands are very good. They're very strong, but they don't last forever. So if you have an old band kicking around from years ago, it may not be that good. You may need to replace it, but they're pretty inexpensive. All right, now I do want to mention, if you are thinking of, what do I do? How do I get into a fitness routine? Someone's asking, how long should I exercise for? I want to share a little bit about the membership because you guys get an amazing discount. So I want to share about that. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to share the link right here so you can have a look if you'd like. We'll email this link out as well. So this is the link to AIM Fitness Online. This is my online membership program. And I have had a lot of members come who are from NAFR and who've taken advantage of this great discount. So if you do want the discount, you'll have to let me know and we'll email out the promo code that you can put in for your 33% off. But when you sign up as a member, what people are really loving is you don't have to think about all the details. I've provided them all in the videos. So if you enjoyed today's video, I have over 120 beginner and advanced exercise videos, including a few on the floor. Most are done sitting, standing. We use weights, we use resistance bands, we focus on balance and cardio. And what people love is they can click on a specific video. We've got the titles and it says how long the video is. Now, people also are loving that the videos are short and sweet. So they're between 15 and 30 minutes. So you're not going to have to commit to a whole hour But what a lot of members are finding is that they start with one video, they feel really motivated and warmed up like you guys did today, and they say, you know what, I'm going to add another video. I want to work out a little bit more. So you get access to those exercise videos, and then there's another 50 plus videos focused on your nutrition, all having to do with aging as well. Now, as well, if you're enjoying this type of chat today, all of my members get access to Motivation Monday, where I show up on Zoom and we do a specific chat about motivation to get you going for the week. And then we also have the different members' activities. This week, we had our first in-person meetup right at Dow's Lake, and we had a great turnout. We were all socially distanced, but we did a really fun workout and got to know each other as well. So I just want to let you know about that. If you are thinking, you know what, I do want to get moving, but I don't want to think about all the details, then really consider joining the membership. Now, something else I want to share is I am doing a free 5-day fitness challenge that's starting up next week. It's going to be running every day from Monday to Friday. We start at 9 a.m. and I'm going to share my link with you guys as well. It's going to be so fun. Every day we have a different focus. So on one of the days, we're going to be doing full body strength and stretch. Another day, we're going to be focusing on just on core and back exercises. So this is something you'll want to join if you're feeling motivated, but you also are thinking, okay, how do I keep going from here? So I'm going to share that link with you guys as well, so you can get signed up. I do encourage you to sign up right away, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm also going to be doing some live training on Tuesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into motivation types. So if you do the motivation quiz, then I'm going to go a little more into depth during that. All right. So I think we're going to wrap it up here. So I'll share with you guys the steps again. And what I can do is I'll send these over written out so Erin can send it out to you via email. So you guys will get a copy of those. But step number 1 was to dream. So you want to think about, what do you want retirement to look like for you? Step number 2 was to connect to your why. What is that motivation? Why are you wanting to exercise regularly? Step number 3 is reality check. What does your current health look like and how does it need to change? Step number 4 is to get motivated. So what are you going to focus on this fall? I encourage you to choose just one focus so you don't get too overwhelmed. Step number 5 is to make the decision once. Commit and schedule it into your calendar. Step number 6 is to get specific and choose, what is it that I'm going to do every day, and to really set that plan so that you are set up for success as you choose to exercise regularly. All right, so in closing, I want to thank you all for being here this morning. I hope you're feeling motivated, and I also hope that these resources will be really helpful for you. So if you haven't yet, be sure to stay tuned for the email tomorrow that will have the link for the motivation quiz. I do encourage you to do that. You will learn about yourself. And then also click on that page to learn more about the membership. You're going to love it. I have put so much time and energy into it, and my clients are seeing real results from exercising regularly. And then finally, be sure to sign up for the 5-day challenge next week. It's called Get Into Gear, and the focus is really on getting you into that mindset to exercise regularly. We're going to have so much fun together. All right, I see we've got one question here. If you do have a question, I can take one more. But Lynn is asking if we offer one-on-one personal training in clients' homes. Yes, we do. We do. I have a team of trainers, and right now we're taking on clients in the east end of the city, so in Orleans and Gloucester. Now, if you are outside in the west end, we can put you on our waiting list, or we can work with you on Zoom. All right, thank you. Thanks for the comments from Helen and Suzanne. All right, glad you guys are feeling motivated. Thanks, Randy, Andre, Nicole, merci. Jen, thank you. All right, someone's asking about the challenge. The challenge takes place right at home. So I'm going to, when you sign up, you're going to be added onto my email list, and I'm going to send out a link for my private Facebook group. So you can join the Facebook group every day, Monday to Friday. I'll be going live in the group for a 15-minute workout. Now, if you're not on Facebook, that's okay, because I'm going to be recording the sessions and emailing them out to you every day. So you can follow along right at home, and it'll be very, very minimal equipment. We'll be using weights a few of the days, but other than that, yeah, you can just do the exercises right at home. All right, awesome. Great question. Good to clarify that. All right, thank you, David, for joining. All right, so we'll wrap up. Thanks everyone for being here. If you do have any questions, then please do reach out. I am also giving away a free 15-minute health consultation. So if you do have more questions, either about what we learned today, or if you have questions about our services, you can reach me directly and book a link, a call with me in my calendar. I'm just going to share that link before we finish up as well. All right. All right, so here's my, oh, that didn't work. Let me try again. That did not work. Okay. Okay, this link should work if you copy and paste it into your browser. It's the calendly.com, and you can book a 15-minute health chat with me. I would love to hear more about your health and make some recommendations. All right. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take this motivation, and I do encourage you. It's so nice out. Maybe go for a walk, pick up those weights, do a few more exercises, or get out that calendar. This is a really good time to put it into action. So I do encourage you to take some action of some sort and have a lot of fun with it. All right. Take care, everybody.